I've made countless vision board type things and goals and lists and all of those sorts of things over the years, and some of them have very much come to fruition, and I've experienced a lot of different things over the years in career and life, and I think more recently, in recent years I guess, I've been thinking a bit more seriously about trying to pursue working for myself. And if I think back through all of the years trying to figure out what it is that I maybe would like to pursue, one thing that keeps cropping up when I look back in all of my old notes and books is illustration. I think the only reason I've really never pursued it properly is just the fear of not being able to do it or not being good enough, and I'm sure so many of you can relate to that. But working for myself is something that I would really love to do. I just feel like I would find that much more fulfilling, and having that creative outlet would be really nice to have on the side. So I've got my goals written down, goals on one side and little like focus steps on the other. Both of these are related to business and trying to kind of step forward into the role of maybe one day making a bit of money off of these. So the first one is the illustration work. I want to make sure to start like consistently drawing and focus on what kind of products I might like to make, have maybe a launch date in mind, experiment and have fun. I don't want to focus too much on the goal of, at the end. I think in the past I've done that and it kind of overwhelms me a little bit sometimes, so I want to just kind of focus on the day-to-day stuff. And YouTube, I want to be consistent with my uploads. I want to make sure I've got consistent branding. I want to connect with you guys on YouTube and Instagram and that kind of thing. I love chatting back and forth, so I want to make sure to make an effort for doing that, and make content I enjoy, stuff that I like watching, and hopefully you will like watching too. So those are the kind of main focuses. With the illustration stuff, it's really just to eventually launch an actual business. And with YouTube, I like the idea of doing that kind of as more of a hobby, but the goal really is to reach that sub and watch time level, just to see if I could make a little bit of money off of that, so that I can fund a little bit of money for the product side of illustration. I have some stuff here that I can use, but it would be nice just to get a little bit extra in so that I can get things like a printer and that kind of thing. I've created a bit of a mess here, but that's okay. So you can see here, 2020, really big. I haven't really went into anything specific for dates or anything, just kind of visual aid for this year. Here I've got this really big quote: "Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear," and I thought I just couldn't not put that in, considering the reason that I'm moving forward with all of this is to just push past the fear of failing. So if I can look at that every day, then hopefully that'll subconsciously sink in. And this section's kind of about like doodling and drawing and just pushing myself through getting used to drawing consistently and experimenting with different things. So I've got expand your doodling skills. These are just illustrations I find in the magazines, and then these two are my own. I also put a picture of me in and said me, myself and I, and that's kind of more to represent the branding of me and making sure that I have myself in my illustrations and my work and the YouTube videos, and stand true to myself, and thought what better way to do that than a photograph of myself. Then here it's kind of what I was talking about when I said I wanted to make sure to connect and make community. So feel connected, get in touch with the people in the world around you. And then I've got this cute little illustration of people gathered around, and another illustration that says conversations from our days. Just a nice little homage to communication. And then here I have just the YouTube play button and my YouTube name with 4,000 subscribers written there, and a camera, just to represent YouTube and the hope to reach that figure someday. And slow down. This is something I found ages ago in one of the magazines, and I kept going back to it, and I thought it's quite good because I want to make sure that whilst I'm going through all of this, I'm not rushing and trying to reach that end goal, and I'm enjoying the process like I mentioned before. So I thought this would be nice just to put in the center. And last off on this is this one I find says a curious thing. So I thought it matched quite well, like with me wanting to explore and experiment and keep things fresh and fun. So that's the overview of it all. I'm really happy with it. So I'm gonna take it down, and I will probably put it up on this wall somewhere. Nice space there. I really hope you enjoyed coming along with me on the journey of making a vision board, and if there's anything for the rest of 2020 that you think you would like to work on, then let me know down below. I'd love to start some conversations, and I'll chat to you in the next video.